Hello! Welcome to Talk Emma Learn English. Here, we learn English by talking, listening, and practicing together.
I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. Hi, friends. If you're listening right now, you're already taking a step forward for your English. Don't forget to subscribe and click like if you enjoyed today's episode. It really helps us make more lessons for you.
Yes, and today we're going to talk about something very real, something we all notice around us, but sometimes find hard to discuss.
That's right. Today we are talking about social problems. Things like depression, poverty, violence, and even issues like loneliness or bullying. These are serious topics, but we'll approach them slowly, step by step, and use simple English to understand and talk about them.
Exactly. And remember, learning English while talking about real life makes it easier to speak naturally, not just memorize words.
So let's start gently. Emma, can you tell me why social problems are important to understand?
Sure. Social problems affect everyone in society, Jack. Even if you don't experience them personally, they affect families, communities, and friends. And when you can talk about them in English, it helps you understand news, conversations, and even your own feelings.
Yes. For example, depression is something many people face, but they may not talk about it openly. Learning how to describe feelings like sadness or loneliness can help you connect with others.
Absolutely. Let's start with depression and sadness. If someone is feeling very low, what can you say in English to ask them if they are okay?
Maybe, are you okay?
Yes, that's simple and kind. You can also say, how are you feeling today? Or, is everything all right? These are gentle ways to check in.
And if someone wants to explain, they can say things like, I feel sad, I feel tired all the time, or I don't feel like doing anything.
Right, and friends can respond with comfort. For example, I'm here for you. You are not alone. Or, I understand. It's okay to feel that way.
That's really important. So even small phrases in English can help someone feel supported.
Exactly. And now, let's talk about poverty, another serious social problem. How would you explain poverty in simple words?
Maybe poverty means not having enough money or resources to live comfortably.
Perfect. And people can talk about it like this. Many families don't have enough food. Some children cannot go to school because they don't have money for books or uniforms. Or people struggle to pay for their homes or healthcare.
Yes, and in conversation, you can also ask questions politely. For example, how can we help people who are poor? Or are there programs to support families in need?
Exactly. And learning these phrases helps you not only speak English, but also show empathy and understanding in real life.
That's great. And then we have violence, which is a tough topic, but we can talk about it carefully. How do we explain it simply?
Violence is when someone hurts another person, either physically or emotionally. You can say, there is a lot of violence in some neighborhoods. Children can be scared of violence at home or school. Or we should try to stop violence and help victims.
And if we are talking with someone personally affected, we can use safe, gentle phrases. Are you safe? Do you need help? Or it's not your fault. These phrases are kind and supportive.
Exactly. And you see, we're not just learning vocabulary, we're learning how to speak English in real-life situations where empathy, understanding, and careful choice of words matter.
Yes, it's very different from classroom English. Here, you're actually helping someone, asking questions or sharing your thoughts, and practicing English naturally.
Now, let's add some fun practice. I want to imagine a situation. Imagine you meet a friend who looks sad. What would you say?
I could say, hey, you seem a little down. How are you feeling?
Perfect. And the friend might say, I'm feeling sad today. Work was hard and I feel tired.
Then I could respond, I understand. Do you want to talk about it? Or, I'm here if you need me.
Exactly. And see how natural this sounds? Even beginner learners can try this conversation at home, with friends, or even with themselves as practice.
That's right. Another scenario. Imagine a community meeting about poverty. You might want to ask, how can we help families in need? Or are there volunteer programs to support children?
Perfect examples. And if someone tells a story, you can show listening by saying, I see. Really? That's hard. Or, I understand. These little phrases make conversations real and natural.
Exactly. And sometimes people might talk about violence in news or at school. You can practice phrases like, that is sad, I hope everyone is safe, or we should find ways to stop it.
Yes, and it's very important to use kind and careful language, especially with sensitive topics. Even simple words like help, safe, understand, support make a big difference.
I feel like learning English this way is much more powerful than just memorizing grammar.
Exactly. You're speaking about real life. You're expressing emotions, asking questions, showing care, all in English. And that's exactly what beginners need.
I love it. Can we also practice talking about solutions, like how to help with social problems?
Yes. For example, you can say, we should donate food to families in need, we can volunteer at local shelters, or we can talk to authorities about safety in our neighborhood.
And these phrases not only help your English, they also make you feel more confident and responsible.
Exactly. Real-life English is about communication and action.
I think we've covered a lot already. We talked about depression, poverty, and violence, and also learned phrases to show care, empathy, and understanding.
Yes, but we're just starting. There's so much more to explore. Next, we'll learn how to talk about feelings more deeply, share personal stories, and practice polite ways to ask questions or offer help.
Yes, and remember, friends, don't worry about mistakes. Every small sentence counts. Even trying to say, "Are you okay?" or "I understand," is practice.
Exactly. And even if you don't feel confident, speaking about social problems can help your English grow and also make you more aware of the world.
Last time we talked about checking in with friends, poverty, and violence. I've been thinking, sometimes I feel worried talking about these things.
That's natural. Social problems can feel heavy, but talking about them in English is actually a safe practice. You can use it to improve your words and your confidence.
Okay, but what if someone starts talking about their personal struggles, like depression or loss? I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Exactly. That's why we need polite and gentle phrases. For example, if a friend says, I feel very sad, you can respond, I understand. It's okay to feel that way. Or, I'm here if you want to talk.
Simple, but very effective. And I guess listening carefully is also important. You can't just jump in with advice.
Yes, listening first, showing empathy with words like I see, really, that's hard, helps someone feel heard.
I see. And then, if the person wants help, we can ask, do you want me to help you? Or can I support you somehow?
Exactly, and that works not only with depression, but also with other social problems. For example, if someone talks about financial struggles, you can say, I'm sorry to hear that. Are there ways I can help?
Can we practice a little role play? I want to try.
Sure, go ahead. Imagine a friend says, I lost my job and I don't know how to pay rent. What would you say?
I could say, I'm really sorry. That's very hard. Is there any way I can help?
Perfect. And you can add, have you spoken to any support programs? Or maybe we can find some help together.
Wow, that sounds natural. It's like I'm actually helping someone and speaking English at the same time.
Exactly. That's the power of real-life English. You're combining language with empathy.
Okay, I feel better now. And for violence, how can we respond if a friend shares something serious?
First, acknowledge the experience. You can say, that's scary. I hope you're safe. Or, it's not your fault. These phrases are supportive and respectful.
Yes, and if they want advice, we can say, maybe you can talk to authorities, or let's think of a safe way to handle this.
Exactly. And notice the words we use: safe, help, understand, support. These are key words for any conversation about social problems.
I feel like learning English this way makes it much more positive and empowering.
Exactly. You're speaking about real life. You're expressing emotions, asking questions, showing care, all in English. And that's exactly what beginners need.
I love it. I have a question. What if I want to share my own feelings about these issues? Like, I feel sad reading about poverty.
That's very important too. You can say, "It makes me sad to see this. I feel worried about people who are struggling," or "I want to help somehow." Sharing feelings naturally shows you are engaged in conversation.
Oh, so we can mix empathy for others and our own feelings. That makes the conversation more real.
Exactly. And the more we practice, the easier it becomes to use these phrases naturally.
Can we talk about solutions in community problems? Like, what words can we use when we discuss helping others?
Sure, you can use phrases like, "We can donate clothes or food." "Volunteering is one way to help." "Maybe we can organize a fundraiser." Let's think of safe ways to support children or families.
So we are learning practical phrases for real-life English conversations, not just theory.
Exactly. And even small suggestions like, "Have you checked if there are programs in your area?" or "Would you like me to help you find resources?" make the conversation helpful and polite.
This is really powerful. I feel like I'm learning empathy and English at the same time.
That's the goal. And one more tip, you can practice at home alone. Pretend to be in a conversation or write short dialogues in English about social problems.
That's a good idea. Even speaking to myself, like, "I see, I understand. How can I help?"
Yes, and slowly you'll notice your English gets better and you'll feel more confident speaking about serious topics.
I also think learning these phrases helps me understand news or social media posts better. Sometimes I see stories about poverty or violence, and now I can follow them more easily.
Exactly. Understanding words like struggle, safe, support, volunteer, program makes real-life comprehension much easier.
And I like that we are using beginner-friendly sentences. Even short sentences are enough, if used carefully.
Yes, quality is better than length. Even simple English can express kindness, understanding, and action.
I'm feeling motivated. I want to start using these phrases tomorrow, maybe even practice with friends or family.
Perfect. That's the key. Small steps every day.
And next, we'll dive even deeper. We'll talk about more complex feelings, how to ask polite questions, and how to share stories about social issues naturally in English.
Yes, and we'll also include phrases for discussing solutions, community help, and even how to stay safe while helping others.
I've been thinking a lot about the stories we hear on the news. Some are really sad. How can I talk about them in English without sounding too negative?
Good question. You can start with neutral observations first. For example, "I read about this in the news today," or "I saw a story about people facing challenges."
That makes it softer. I can say, "I saw a story about families struggling with rent."
Exactly. Then, if you want to share your opinion, you can say, "It makes me feel worried," or "I feel concerned," or even, "I think this is unfair."
Okay, I get it. Neutral fact first, then my feeling. And if I want to suggest something,
You can use phrases like, "Maybe people can help by donating." "Volunteering is one way to help." Or, "It would be good if programs supported these families."
that's really useful. I always get stuck when I want to express both concern and advice.
Yes, and you can also ask polite questions to involve others. For example, "Have you heard about this issue?" Or, "What do you think can help?"
Can we practice a small dialogue?
Sure.
I read that many children don't have enough food.
That's very sad. I hope they get help soon. Have you seen any programs that support them?
Yes, I saw a local charity giving meals. Maybe we can donate too.
Perfect. That's exactly how real-life conversations flow. You acknowledge the problem, show feeling, and suggest action.
Wow, it feels natural, even for serious topics.
Yes, and notice the key words we are using: sad, hope, help, support, maybe, can. These are gentle but powerful words for social conversations.
Sometimes I feel people get angry talking about violence or poverty. How do we stay polite?
Great point. Always use calm and neutral language. Avoid blaming words like you should or they're wrong. Instead, say, I think there are ways to improve this. Maybe we can find solutions together. Or it's a difficult situation.
Ah, that's much safer and also shows I'm thinking constructively.
Exactly. And when discussing sensitive topics like depression, you can also say, I understand this is hard, or it must be difficult for them, or I hope they get support.
What about sharing personal experiences? Sometimes I want to say, I've felt worried about my friend's struggles. Is that okay?
Yes, sharing personal experiences makes conversations authentic. You can say, I've noticed that some friends struggle financially, or I felt concerned when I saw my neighbor upset.
So it's like mixing empathy and personal experience. That makes it more natural.
Exactly. And it's safe English. You're not giving harsh advice, just sharing thoughts and feelings.
Can we talk about solutions in communities, like small actions anyone can take?
Of course. You can use phrases like, we could organize a local drive. Volunteering is very helpful. Or small things can make a difference. Or even raising awareness online can help.
I like that. And I can say, maybe we can support families in need by helping with school supplies.
Perfect. You're using beginner-friendly words, but they sound practical and real.
Sometimes I feel overwhelmed hearing about all these problems. How can I talk about stress or concern in English naturally?
You can use phrases like, I feel worried about this. It's stressful to see these issues. I hope people find solutions soon. It makes me feel anxious, but I want to help.
Yes, short phrases, easy to remember. I can practice them daily.
Exactly. And remember, listening is also important. When someone shares their problem, you can respond with, I see. Really? That must be difficult. I hope things get better.
I'm noticing a pattern. We always observe the situation, share feeling, suggest solution or support, use gentle words, and listening.
Yes, that's a perfect structure for real-life conversations about social problems.
I feel more confident now. Even if I make mistakes, these phrases will help me speak politely and naturally.
Exactly. And practicing daily is key. You can try with friends, family, or even role play at home.
I want to remember the key phrases. Can we summarize a few?
Sure, here are some for today. I saw a story about this. I feel concerned or worried. I'm here if you want to talk. Maybe we can help. Have you seen any programs that support this? It must be difficult. Even small help makes a difference.
Perfect. I can use these in many situations. Depression, poverty, violence, even small community issues.
Exactly. And using them daily builds confidence, improves English, and makes you empathetic.
I feel motivated. I want to try these phrases with my friends tomorrow.
That's wonderful, Jack. Real progress comes with practice.
I feel like I'm not just learning English, I'm learning how to communicate and care at the same time.
Yes, that's the beauty of combining language learning with real-life skills.
After practicing all these phrases, I feel like I can really talk about serious topics without feeling lost.
Yes, and the key is balance. You can talk about challenges, but also share hope and solutions. That makes the conversation positive and meaningful.
I like that. So even when we discuss things like poverty or violence, we can be empathetic but constructive.
Exactly. And you can always start small. Even mentioning one way to help or asking a question is enough to show interest.
Sometimes I feel I might say the wrong thing and hurt someone's feelings.
That's normal. Beginners worry about that a lot. Just remember, soft words, polite phrases, and showing you care will always make your English safe and respectful.
I think I understand now. Use phrases like, I feel concerned. It must be difficult. Maybe we can help. Have you seen any support programs?
Perfect. And when someone tells you their story, listening words are just as important. I see. Really? That must be hard. I hope it gets better.
I also realized that even small contributions matter. Sharing awareness online, donating a little, or volunteering can actually change lives.
Yes, English is a tool, but your attitude and empathy make it meaningful.
I feel inspired. Talking about social problems is not just about English, it's about connection, understanding, and action.
Exactly. And friends listening, you can start practicing these phrases today. Talk to family, friends, or even yourself. Role play situations.
I feel confident. I want to try these in real conversations, even if it's just small sentences at first.
That's the best way, Jack. Remember, practice plus empathy equals confident English.
I love that formula. Simple but powerful.
And don't forget, it's okay to make mistakes. Each mistake teaches you something.
Yes, I'll try, even if I stumble.
Exactly. And in English, talking about real issues helps you grow as a speaker and as a person.
Today, I feel like I've learned so much more than English words. I've learned how to care, listen, and respond kindly.
That's wonderful, Jack. And friends listening, that's the bonus of this episode. You're learning language and life skills.
I'm going to start practicing tomorrow. I can't wait to share my thoughts politely and naturally.
Yes, every small sentence, every phrase you use builds your confidence and empathy.
I think this is one of my favorite lessons. Serious topics don't have to be scary in English anymore.
Exactly. And remember, it's about communication, understanding, and making a positive difference.
To me, I feel ready.
And to you for practicing with me. Friends, I hope you feel inspired too.
Yes, try these phrases today. Talk about what matters. Share your thoughts. Even a little practice goes a long way.
And always remember, English is not just words. It's connection, empathy, and understanding.
Exactly. Take small steps. Use soft words. Care, listen, and speak.
Well said, Jack. That's the perfect takeaway for today.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast.
Yes, help others learn English and practice real-life conversations.
We'll see you in our next episode, friends. Keep practicing, stay kind, and speak confidently.
Bye-bye, everyone. Take care and have a wonderful day.
Bye.